很好啊，很好，很好。刚才有人在19:06、19:09的时候，趁我刚把窗帘关上，没有开动任何录像，我在下面做极大噪音。摩托车突然发动，就像爆炸声突然启动一样，把我吓着了。他故意打埋伏一样对我。骑的摩托车不是那种赛车，另外一种，就是像叫什么样的那个叫，我现在想不起它的牌子了。然后我用小照相机这种，后来才录了一段。我这个电话刚录了几秒钟，它给我掐断了。我这个是看摩托罗拉的。New Jersey。
Probable cause, according to the New York Times. According to the police report, officers concluded she was not at fault. Now, the New York Times is reporting that New Jersey Attorney General has opened an inquiry into the fatal crash. Is John Miller, CNN's chief law enforcement and intelligence analyst. So, does this make sense to you? Why would they look into it now? And nothing seems like the police didn't do much investigation then.
A lot of questions are being raised, and the way it works in New Jersey, in most places in the United States, prosecutors are elected officials. In New Jersey, prosecutors are appointed by the governor, and they answer to the attorney general. So when questions are raised about what a prosecutor's office may have done or not done, whether something was covered up or handled correctly, or whether it was all done by the book, the attorney general is coming in to do this review.
So here's what I would like to know. Did the police know she was the girlfriend of Senator Menendez, either on the scene or later on? Why didn't they breathalyze her? Is that true? They didn't have probable cause? I would think that would be standard if you just killed somebody with your vehicle. And does this seem questionable to you?
So by New Jersey law enforcement standards, not questionable in that manner, because unless they can articulate reasonable suspicion that someone may be intoxicated, they can't compel a breathalyzer or a drug test or drawn blood from a hospital.
She did say the man jumped on her windshield. I don't know. I don't know. That seems an odd thing to have happened.
Quick fire to Ole Miss. Brandy moved by Morales. Just a sophomore with an Eddie playing the point.
This is what Coach Henry was talking to us about, working on Allie Morales' situational awareness. She could feel that block, wasn't expecting her to attack the ball. She took it upon herself to go over and get the kill. She is herself an offensive weapon, and she showed it right there.
Set point for the Rebels. Drilled by Vergach.
Oh. 显救
Dice. Manny to Butte.
Oh.
Too long in Texas A&M. Unable to fend off the Ole Miss rally here in this third set. They take it 25-16. All Ole Miss in that third set. We get to the fourth. Coming up next year in Oxford.
When you live in SEC country, you see it, hear it, and feel it everywhere you go. Traditions.
And I have no problem saying that he finds a way to get goals. It's not the flashiest, sometimes it's not the greatest touches, but
when you're this smart, you stand out.
You have got to be kidding me when I just
Right at freshman. You gotta push on it.
You've seen on the Lou tech bedroom. Okay. The basement looks like a dungeon.
Office.
I don't remember anything.
Here's the other document.
To the bishop.
Disney World.
And I feel like I have some energy I never had before.
He just jumped up, able to walk on his own to the neighbor's house.
It's like just keep on shooting. It's like the trigger finger following me, and I'm walking, I'm stumbling and walking. This guy is not supposed to be alive.
And at that point, we headed to the fire station.
Fire station, we thought God was going to help us. It was destroyed. It was collapsed.
There were 9 of us in the house, and 8 of us got in.
Whatever makes you happy.
Claire!
They check.
Steve Chicken.
My chicken.
Turns up the flash. And Freddy is reading.
其中一个人把chicken打给这个人。
I want to see you make a bad check. You did make a bet. I got a 3 kings. 3 kings. So the 3 kings. Do I have to shot? Yeah.
亚洲人塌扁鼻子的，怪不得亚洲人在美国的声誉很差，都这种败类，都把亚洲人的脸都丢尽了。啊，美国不清楚，也不小心一点啊，乱进移民，好不好都进。
I want him to have a king. Where are your king, baby? I know your ass is mine sooner or later, but I want to keep you alive so you can play head up with me. You're feeding me a little chance now. I'll feed you a little bit so I can play head up with you, and then I can duck you. Okay? You're welcome.
Friends, going after this title. Stay tuned. The trash talk will continue when we're coming back for more on the World Poker Tour.
NetCredit is here to say yes, even when other lenders won't. Apply online in minutes and get funds deposited the next business day or sooner. NetCredit.
亚洲丑鬼，美国乱进移民，好不好全都进来。早年是黑人劳工来，然后现在是黑心鬼泛滥成灾。
If you are one lived, worked, or served at Camp Lejeune, call the Victims Justice Group now. You may be entitled to significant compensation. The U.S. government recently passed a law allowing servicemen and women, their family members, and civilian workers who lived or worked on the base at Camp Lejeune for at least 30 days to seek justice for injuries caused by toxic water. If you are injuries associated with the toxic water at Camp Lejeune, including bladder, kidney, or liver.
She's got 10 kills. Seems like she's playing free out there, leading her team in kills so far tonight.
Morella serving for Ole Miss. Down low Underwood. Moneke. It's blocked out of bounds. Too strong. The freshman, Gianna Moneke. We didn't see a lot of production-wise in that last set on the board here. It's her 10th kill. Underwood to her fitness center. Washington, she taps it over. More finesse these last 2 sets for Ole Miss. They've gone away from the power. That's Texas A&M strong suit. Neeson sets up dice. Block, digs it out of trouble, and a violation and a point for the Aggies. Underwood back line. Gotch, blocked. Ole Miss keeps it alive. Nudged over by Washington. Lednicki trying to destroy. Off the ceiling, the care of Neeson. Diving effort. Dice down the line, out of play, and a point for Texas A&M.
Dice loves that line shot. Just aired a little too far down the line. These are some long rallies. Both teams having trouble terminating that ball in an efficient manner.
Gosh. A&M long run and a point for Ole Miss. Just got tangled up around the net.
And sometimes that happens. Sometimes you lose where the ball is. Maybe you lose where you are on the court. Forgot with 6 kills on the night. Forgot leading the SEC in hitting percentage. Her and Ratliff, both very efficient middles for Ole Miss.
It's been kind of a muddy match tonight. Both teams getting well below their season averages. Ole Miss at 117. 108. And the service error will award the Aggies with the point they needed.
Aggie.
Percentages.
Oh, she's pretty.
I should say part on the score. It's Texas A&M on top. And here's Margot Manning trying to redeem herself at that service line.
号是多少？
Did not get the start. Came in cold last set. Served it into the net. Much better this time. Sweet tough for Ole Miss. Washington barely gets it over. Up high. Lopio was blocked.
又救起来，没有是特别难救的。
Forgot is everywhere. Sealing that block. Expectant, quick, and pressing those long arms over the net. She's definitely in a rhythm here.
Neeson serving for Ole Miss. Maneke.
Oh.
That is impossible to defend when she puts it there. She paints the corner at 6-3.
And Maneke showing that all-around skill with the pass,
那
out
黑
of
人
the
太多了。
transition, with a long approach. It was still
德州那
like you
德
said.
州那个 A&M 农什么学院？
Washington. Nice has to get it over for Ole Miss. Now Texas A&M can set up shot. They go to the right side. It's blocked. You dug out by Nice. Tapped over to Neeson. She has to shovel it over. Long rally again. Washington dug out by Moneke. They set up Youth.
完了，这个很好看。哦，这个不是特别难接的，他稍微不注意，是球掉出去了。
It's just a different rhythm than the rest of the game. There's been some swings. That rally was full of a lot of swings. And sometimes all it takes is just a little taking a little bit off of it. She's got 5 kills, and I think 4 of those is that just little tip to the open court.
To the front, Manning. Hughes absolutely sizzles one towards the back corner. 7-4. Texas A&M on top.
Youth is one of those players that you want to have on your
It's
team.
pretty
Even
awesome.
if the ball isn't perfectly set right to your shoulder or
Very
in
good,
front of
very
you,
good.
she's still able to get the kill. Because
一场球赛 so too pretty.
Perkins. Texas A&M doing the honors. They lead it 7-4. Miller with the off speed. A&M was ready for it that time. Lopio. Manning. Ole Miss.
啊，吊球成功，哇！
A&M not ready for her change of pace shot. It's 7-5.
I can't speak highly enough of Ratliff in this match so far. She saw that donut hole, saw how tall that block was in front of her, just took a little bit off of it to the moving court, and that's all she needed after she's been swinging so deep and aggressive for all game.
Maggie Miller engineers for Ole Miss. You. Block into the net. Texas A&M with the point and taking the 5.
That's Youth's 8th kill of the night.
Oh, 渴死我了。
A&M hitting 267 so far in this 4th set. Much better than their numbers tonight. Nice cross-court shot. That's out of play. And another point for Texas A&M. They stretch their lead to 4.
And that's what an aggressive serve does. Chris Morrison said she's one of the best servers in the SEC, and it's true right there. She gets the other team out of system, makes them uncomfortable. Texas A&M up 9-5 here in the fourth set.
Saturday, Vanderbilt heads south to take on Florida in the Swamp. It's football time at Clark Hemingway Stadium, where two SEC West teams collide. It's the Razorbacks. Jefferson going deep down the middle, has Andrew Armstrong. Arkansas touchdown. It's a man pass. Oh my goodness, Trey Harris. Welcome back inside the Gillum Center here in Oxford, Mississippi. Huge game on deck here in Oxford tomorrow. Arkansas and Ole Miss football on SEC Network, and they are moving into this part of the state in droves. Great crowd on deck for this one, watching volleyball on the eve of a football Saturday. It's 9-5. Texas A&M leads Ole Miss. What's been different from the Aggies' start here in this fourth set?
I think they've just been playing cleaner volleyball. They've limited their mistakes and have just been playing all around cleaner game.
Ole Miss, right side Rattler. Texas A&M trying to finish this one off. Dice blocked.
Oh!
Was Molly
Lucky a little bit this time.
for Texas A&M.
Great block by Molly Brown. Sometimes bringing in a new face adds new energy to the team, and I think that is what she's doing here in the set.
Texas A&M, they have gone 12 deep in this contest. They lead it 10-5. Dice. Texas A&M get it to Brown. Brown has it denied. Rednecky trying to tap it over. We've got a violation and a point.
I don't think so, a violation.
And all of this goes back to Ursula Tesfaye's serve at the beginning of the play. She's making Ole Miss uncomfortable. Ole Miss is having a hard time keeping that ball in front of them and getting a perfect pass to the center.
6了，6分。
It's very flat, so it's coming at you really quickly, and it's floating, which means it can move at the last second.
Hughes, wow, that was big time, vicious. Texas A&M on a 5-0 run. They've got their largest lead of the set.
Vicious is absolutely correct. Just moving backwards doesn't have her weight moving forward, but her arm swing is really quick, and that's what gives her the power behind that swing.
We touched on this at the top of the telecast. She wants to play professionally, Caroline Hughes. She's a great receiver.
华丽的
Needed that one, 12-6.
nice return one. Ole Miss. Nice to return one hitting.
Dice for Ole Miss. Lednicki. Ole Miss in transition. They punch it over. Both teams look gassed.
哇，这个球也
A long
也是
route.
接内要接的。
Back line, Lednicki. Trying to set up Hughes.
哦，
Ratliff.
接得很，没
Dice
打，
back
没打。
foot, gets it over. Hughes.
哦
Lednicki.
哦
And the point goes to Texas.
啊！
They can barely get to their home.
I mean, these are just some really long rallies. I should be timing them. But let
为什么
Nikki
Ole Miss 没得呢？
didn't even max
这样
out,
的
but
打
was
过
able
去
to swing with power.
Nobody challenged
Alex
this.
Morales, the right side blocker, didn't time that right. She was coming down when that ball hit her. That was the tool.
打的火气上来了，这个女的。
Texas A&M trying to move to 4-1 on the road this season. Meanwhile, Ole Miss, they've been really good at home, off to their best home start since 2017. What gives? Dice blocked, point Texas A&M. Aggies are rolling away. They lead 14-6. Timeout, Ole Miss. The critically acclaimed series True South returns for its 6th season on Tuesday. John T. Edge travels to Hot Springs, Arkansas to meet the locals, eat good food, and talk about Southern beliefs and identities. It's at 7 Eastern, 6 Central, right here on the
Again, without anything.
New episodes premiere
Without any food or drinking items.
alongside activist Wesley. This is a package of Logan. Led Nikki has a team high.
So aggressive and consistent every single game, and it's not just offense like you see there. She's so good at even lining out those opposing hitters. And then just the range that she has. She has rehabbed all spring, worked on her range, came back, and is now able to hit every single area of the court with confidence too. All of these swings and tips, it was very purposeful. It was all of that rehab.
哦，好热呀！今天晚上还在出汗，喝了一点水，出一身汗，
And 7 blocks.
不在出
Logan,
汗。
I think you have yourself in
I'm sweating.
Up to 86
Probably
kills
drinking
in
a
the
little
last
bit of
5
water.
matches. I love
right.
what Coach Jamie Morrison says
Sprite
about
is
Logan,
really
that she's a kind human, a great teammate, and then really he
Can
said
Sprite, I
she
thought.
was a perfect fit for what
Maybe
he
clear
wants to
another.
build character-wise. He's looking
If I go to watch a sports game like this, I don't want the black Secret Service to follow me. No.
And you have to respect that because a lot of the time it's just about volleyball, but not with this Texas A&M team. Coach
Big
also
black
said, a lot
watching
of
that.
coaches are recruit first minded, but he's a big believer, like you said, that the parents trusted this program to develop their kids as people and players. He's going to do that whether he recruited these girls or not. He's going to develop them as people.
He brought in 2 high-impact freshmen in Moneke and Manning, which he both recruited, and then all the carryovers from last year's team. Ole Miss with the point. Off the ricochet, it's 14-7.
Instead of Secret Service send one or more good-looking British ladies, British American ladies, or British ladies, or Irish American ladies. They can be Secret Service also.
But Nikki uses her entire body when she swings. It's almost like she's doing a full body crunch when she's in the air. And that's just that snap on the ball, her whole weight moving forward and tooling that block.
She's up to 18.
And her fighting fire stirred up the type of sports.
Whoa, her God. Get out of her way. Too much heat.
Bergant is so elite in front of that center. That's a great set. And then Bergant with all that power moving forward. She pretty much hit right where she was facing, but it was so powerful that it wasn't able to be done.
Cover off the ball.
跳得高，
To the
那个
ball
什
for
么，
Texas A&M.
哇，这个也行了去，
Denied by a ref.
那是手软了。
Lednicki up high.
Oh, the tide turned a little bit. See what happened here? It's
Bergant
strange.
sets the standard and carries the load, is what Coach Green Henry said. And it is true
大扣球手，
tonight, closing that block, shutting down Lednicki,
德州
who's their
德州的那个什么农学院，农工大学的
Julia Dice serving for the Rebels.
啊，
Service
They
error.
send-
That is
send the
number 8
point.
for Ole Miss tonight.
Other than that third set, Ole Miss just making a few too many errors.
The prettiest lady center point.
There's Margot Manny, serving for Texas A&M, learning to run the offense. Did not get the start. Hershey an injury, took a ball to the face last time out for Texas A&M. As a precaution, they sat her out. Ole Miss with the point. Last touched by Luke Yo out of bounds.
That's Vergache's 10th kill of the night. And you have to credit some of that center connection through the middle to the defense who's keeping
那怎么感觉火气大的，
the system with these
把那个
passes.
战火烧起来的。
Leeson pops it over.
Oh,
That'll be an eight.
why did they change down that fighting fire, burning lady there?
Tonight, and like she has been all season, Coach Henry said, I don't know where we would be without Cameron Leeson.
From Knight, service ace. Manning sets it up. And Bonete climbs up high to deliver the strike. 17-11.
Moneke's range as well is very impressive, hitting every area of the court and then contacting that ball at such a high point. The block not able to close it time.
好久配打手，挣了分。
12 kill. Ratliff sits it back line. View.
哦，那个人慌乱了，一弄哇，
The chess match has begun.
把那个人换下去啊。Ole Miss change down that black player. She's like 惊慌失措了，慌乱了。
She's doing a good job spreading the wealth and keeping Ole Miss flat on their toes.
Neeson. Miller. That's the first time we've seen the big swing from Vivian Miller.
And I want to point out, usually she's tipping, right? So Libero, Texas A&M side, were crashing in to dig that tip because she was expecting it. And that was a really smart deep
Very good
shot.
push, very good, very well done. Very good performance.
Florida, mother, Kristen played volleyball at Washington State.
Oh.
Too strong for Texas A&M. 6'6" redshirt freshman from Omaha, Nebraska. Fourth on the team in blocks, redshirted last year. Really comes in and just simply shows.
6'6". Oh, well.
19-12, Texas A&M. In this fourth set, trying to take it 3-1. Manning, there's the go again. That is it. Making her presence felt. She's fresh.
He's gonna get Buffalo.
A lot of plays so far tonight.
She's hitting against Ratliff, who is 6'2", but Ratliff looks about 5 feet tall compared to Buffalo, who's hitting it at such a high point over the net.
Miller. Big swing at the point. Back-to-back kills for Vivian Miller. That passing where she really brings it and buries it.
Last season, Miller, as a freshman, had the third most kills per set on the team. She played all 6 rotations, so she has that experience out there.
Maggie Miller serving.
Oh!
And Texas A&M walls it up front as they tool off a block.
Molly
Wow.
did a really good job
Wow.
tracking that ball and then set the entire
Kuri
time.
弹得很
She
凶
saw Ratliff kick out for the
完
three.
直接了。
She fronted her and then just read her shoulder and dove her arms into that angle, which is where Ratliff was trying to serve.
Luz Latempe at the service line for Texas A&M suffered an injury last year, only played in 7 matches. He's been dynamite this year for the Aggies. Ratliff off Luz Latempe, trying to get it to Lednicki.
Oh.
Shot. It's good for Texas A&M. They push their lead to 9.
Everything is working for Texas A&M right now, and I like to call this the flow zone. You're not really thinking as much. It's just mechanics at this point, muscle memory, and everything seems to be working.
19th kill for Lednicki, and Texas A&M has their largest lead in the entire match. It's 9. Block up front. Ole Miss running out of gas. Ratliff, she's denied. Youth. Morellis. Long pass. Dice gets it over. Lednicki with the hammer and the kill. That's number 20 for Lednicki. Third time in the last 4 matches with 20 or more kills.
And what's so impressive about this swing is the hang time. She was a little early, but she is so athletic that she just hung in the air for a little bit longer than saw the court and swung in the seam between 2 defenders.
Uzotepe, Texas A&M. They are looking, leading 23-13. Lednicki locked out of bounds, going Texas A&M. When she gets it in that spot, the pin hitter's the top in the country, according to her coach.
Exactly, and that's her 21st kill of the night. All that power. She's really good at tooling the block, and also she's good at seeing the block and hitting around it.
To the middle. Drop shot controlled by Texas A&M. Lednicki will seal it for the Aggies. The top striker in the land. Texas A&M takes it 25-13. 3 sets to 1. Aggies move to 4-1 this season on the road. They get north of 500 in league play. Here is Brianna Bonecki all over the floor tonight, the freshman.
Exactly. This is a freshman doing things that a freshman shouldn't be able to do, according to her coach. The all-around game was there. She crushes the overpass. She's there on that center-hitter connection. Perfect timing. She's got that deep corner shot. She's got the sharp shot. She hits every area of the court with the range, even moving backwards like you saw right there. Able to get the kill. And then the power tip that just shows so much maturity on her part as a freshman. Bonecki having herself a night and leading Texas A&M their 3-1 victory over the Rebels.
Brianna Bonecki, 12 kills, 12 digs. Texas A&M wins it 3-1. So for Madison Fitzpatrick, I'm James Wesley saying so long from Oxford, Mississippi. Once again, our final score, Texas A&M 3, Ole Miss 1. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. Let's go with some big-time games on Week 6 of the SEC. 2-1 teams battling in Athens. The Big Blue looks for it.
又来了 motherfucker.
College Station, your last two West games were out of conference loss. Looking for a second victory against this former boss, Nick Saban. Missouri trying to stay undefeated as LSU runs in a battle of Tigers.
SEC Now, presented by Auto Owners Insurance.
Oh, it's a big-time Week 6. I mean, this is one of those weekends with 3 I just mentioned, especially Arkansas, Ole Miss, also Vandy, Florida Conference game, Mississippi State, taking out Western Michigan. No, that's not the back one. That's Central. But what we think we know about these teams now, Dorian Oka-Chris Doring, could drastically change by Saturday night.
I don't know if we've ever had as many big ball games beside positioning and division on the same day as early the first Saturday in October. They went out there for team game,
which I thought would be fun to see. Okay, who are your top 5 in the SEC now? Because I wonder who to get after this.
指路声音就好了。
I think right now they're probably the suspects that you suspect, but I think in the order it may be a little different from one person to the next. So I have Missouri and the unbeaten teams remaining in the conference. A huge game in Como on Saturday with LSU coming to town. Kentucky, another one of those undefeated East teams that has maybe the most to gain. Going to #1 Georgia and being able to upset 15 losses in a row, they can move up significantly with the win. Alabama, we're not used to seeing them behind another team in the West, but that's where they are right now. As I think Texas A&M, I told you on Saturday night, though, I think they're the most complete team in the Western Division.
That's actually not what I said.
What I said?
They're the best.
Yeah, I did. I said they're the best team. They're the best team in the West, and I'm not so sure they're not the best team in the East or in the entire conference. But for now, I'll go with Orange at the #1 spot. Yeah. Thanks for correcting that. I appreciate it.
No, I mean, just you're right. We won, right? They were the best. You said they were the best. Go on.
I didn't claim that. I feel like you're my favorite with me.
I you paid it there? Okay.
We'll see. I don't know. I'm not ready to defend that. That's why you have your funny thing about it, though, Larry, we're taking a team that has broken our hearts time and time again every time we believe in them, over a team that every time we doubt them proves us wrong. And yet, I'm doing it again here in this because that's what you are, right? I mean, you are not afraid to throw your heart on the table and say,
2023年10月6号20点03分，我刚把镜头遮上，把我的电脑转过来向着我的时候，这个黑人骚扰者就放个大红心之类的，又在骚扰我。我根据他的在泥管上的账户已经做了一个设置，现在我记不清楚了。只是没有用隐藏的设置。我想隐藏和停不一样。停就是阻止他，隐藏以后他还能不能看到我的录像？
It's a team with balance, offense, defense, special teams, plays with fundamentals, their identity. They play the Stoop style football. This is a team that is getting better every single week, and there's a lot that you like with this team.
And when you have a team coming in like Kentucky, it's so important that Georgia gets off to a faster start. They have not started fast in any game so far this year. They're kind of fumbling around. The next thing you know, they find their way, and they find ways to win games late. I think this has to be a different example because Kentucky's a better team. They know who they are, and if you play this game on Kentucky's terms, you're not going to be as successful. So Georgia has to be honest. They finished strong, though. And you're a team that finishes.
They still have W's. And just to clarify, you don't mean that Kentucky's a better team than Georgia. They're just a better Kentucky.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Correct.
I want to make sure people understand that. So one of the reasons why Georgia has been so good or has had success later in games has been Brock Bowers. We saw that happen last week against Auburn. It was really one of the reasons why they were able to escape Auburn with that win. And what has stuck out to you about this game?
That they are force-feeding Brock Bowers the ball. They're finding ways creative to get it. Whether he just lets the line go to the flat, we just want to get this young man the football. And then when the moment that matters the most, look at this one-handed catch that he makes. When the game matters the most, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, who are we going to? We're going right to Brock Bowers. And if you're not smart enough to put 2 or 3 defenders around this man, he will find ways to make plays. And this is what really showcases him. He only needs one hand, and this is such a tough catch with all the momentum, with all of the things that are out there, that he's still able to catch the ball within traffic and make the biggest plays for his team. And right now, Georgia is just being so creative with getting him the ball, and I think he's going to have another big-time game if they want to win this game.
One of the things they said so important is games on the line.
Yes.
That's crunch time. It is clutch time, and he comes up every single time, every opportunity, and I love how they're feeding to him. It's on screens, it's on jet sweeps. It's on play actions down the field, and obviously he works them over and over again. But one thing that doesn't get mentioned about Brock, he is an excellent blocker in a bunch of different ways, whether that is on motions or it's just flat out at the tight end position. Look at this against the defensive end that probably weighs about 20, 30 pounds. And he goes to work here. Well, like sets that outside edge, locks that outside number, and now he's running it, and he finishes, because he's not just a good athlete, but he plays with a lot of heart. Look at him finish the play. When you're someone that's playing 50 and you're finishing every play like that, man, not only do you earn the respect for your skill set, but then you also earn the love because you finish every single play. Look at the way when he carries the rock. He doesn't just go down, he finishes. That's something that his entire team and the fan base are going to feed off.
Especially, Laura, when you're a star player and you're giving up your body to make somebody else better or improve their game.
You might expect him to be the best player. I mean, he's got that, but he is also extremely physical to the point that you just showed. All right, and speaking of physical, Ray Davis, you guys, is so much fun to watch. And not really for Florida fans, the 280 yards against the Gators, maybe not pleasant, but still really exciting player. And I do think we'll see different Ray Davis maybe against this Georgia defense, but what is going to be important about trying to limit him for Georgia?
Well, Georgia has to set hard edges on the defense. You cannot let Ray Davis run up and down your defense the way.
你看，又给我停一下，又给我把电脑黑一下。我不要看这黑人，不要他的偷看。其他人要对黑人开放，随便他们，我不想。我今天读一下谈。颜色民主。
Men and women whose names now.
No. He's got the flashlight. Now, Travis parked over there. Oh.
Does this change our all? At this point, I think, sadly, he will still likely be the nominee, and we have to defeat him. And we have to defeat those who are the elected.
You did something with your hair? Yeah, Express.
Dear Norwegian Flag Supply, we grew sick and tired of flying flags that were made overseas, flat, but next to.
Then go when you wanna.
Durable. I hear this.
Earl states forensic evidence.
I mean, even if a president said this about Al Qaeda after 9/11, it would have been over the top. Instead, he's talking about people
我不要看那个男的。
better life. There is no excuse for this.
A stalker， 叫 stalker， 我把他抓起来 ，should be arrested already。 Remember to guard your privacy。我镜头都遮上了。好丑，大黑丑。故意做噪音的玩意儿，故意做噪音的，开黑白色的皮卡。然后就政府部门啊，政府用技术手段先把它阻止住，挡住他，不许他看我录像，先用技术手段把它挡住，不许他看我录像，接着再起诉，然后接着起诉他。我开放是，我开放是最好的 British American, British descendant, British people, original British, original Irish English speaker, whites. 这些人我都是开放 I want to be open to them. That is a black person, stalker, black stalker. He's a black stalker. I choose the people, the mass population I want to be open to. I stop individuals I don't want to show. Man, my live video. It's my live video. Bonner is an Irish. Bonner is an Irish. He's an Irish and German name. I can open to Bonner. Attorney General, Attorney Prosecutor.
Any other member of the House of Representatives?
Escambia County Jail. Escambia Sheriff's Office did not do anything. They did not do anything. It's been 1 week or so since I sent them all the previous conversation contents.
For Jim Jordan, we're privy to nearly everything, if not everything.
Send him back to Africa. Then, see,
Jim Jordan can't be
there will be less harasser. There will be one less harasser here in North America.
He has answered questions about conversations that he had with Trump on that junket.
Obama said, they will let you go.
Did you speak with him before, during, or after the Capitol?
They want Obama to go.
I spoke with him.
Obama 转移目标转移到我头上。He transferred the aiming object to me. I mean, me, the Canadian will want me to go. My cousin Nixon got Canadian citizenship. Because the natural environment there in Canada is kind of harsh. That's why he immigrated to the USA. It's not like Canadian will not allow him to stay there. Oh, so many years I got Obama's cheating words. I took it seriously. I thought, yeah, right, you're right. Looking back, see who immigrated? Nixon immigrated to Canada, got a Canadian citizen years before Obama said so. Obama 还会搞挑拨离间。滚他妈的黑人集团！ 我让一边倒了，像毛泽东那个一边像苏联一样，我一边倒向，一边倒向，我看一边倒。Only one-sided, only one going one-sided with British and British descendant, including, see, good former UK descendants. Good former UK before 1913 UK, before the year 1913 UK, good descendants.
That it's changed to be more like Jim Jordan.
我突然意识到，时间没对啊。Nixon immigrated to Canada in 2001. Obama said so in 2018. Oh, 15 years and longer time.
But unfortunately, Speaker Pelosi did what she did best. Speaker, she set precedents that tore the fabric of the institution apart.
Yeah, well, she rejected some of those picks, and then Kevin McCarthy pulled all of them. I mean, part of that is also personal too. I mean, you voted to certify President Biden's win. Jim Jordan notably did not, and that's why part of why Liz Cheney was saying, he can't be trusted with the speakership. Do you not think it's disqualifying against someone who voted against certifying the legitimate election results?
Well, voting against certifying election results just didn't begin on that tragic day of January 6th. It began, it happened in many elections before.
没人帮我起诉 ，Escambia County 不管了，抓我抓起劲，这帮混蛋。
Let's look back to 2004 when you had recent committee chairs that were Democrats who voted to decertify Ohio's election results for George W. Bush. No.
Law enforcement persons, they don't take care of this matter, they should get sued. Well, against them prosecuted. Prison time for
I
Um,
them.
don't think people would see it as the same thing. I think maybe say that wasn't right when those lawmakers did it, but you bring it after a dramatic attack on the Capitol, where the president.
渎职罪，至少我可以想到一条，渎职罪。
But on his Twitter feed, I do. I'm curious what you think of whether or not Trump's endorsement here of Jordan is helpful or hurtful. Obviously, there's a lot of bias that he's trying to bring into this fold.
You know, with the very slim majority, get a consensus candidate and begin moving the country forward.
It is going to be an interesting race, is maybe the understatement of the night. Former Congressman Ronnie Davis, thank you for joining us with your perspective tonight.
Thanks, Kayla.
Up next, a jailed Iranian activist has just won the Nobel Peace Prize for her fight against oppression and for women's rights in her country. Even from jail cells, she was a key part of the massive protests that have happened, and tonight her fight is not over.
The most news, the most essential stories, and now, with 11 news and documentary Emmy Awards, the most wins of any news organization this year. This is CNN.
Dry skin is sensitive skin too, and it's natural. Treat it that way.
Oh.
Clinically proven to moisturize dry skin for 24 hours.
In the corner.
原来谁的去找一个亚洲人来做表演？
Stupid enough to race that asshole?
Classics, a cemetery of cinema on display.
Help you with.
Hi. You believe in second chances? I do now.
Too much? You're spot on.
My turn.
Licorice.com had 50 plus gourmet flavors that you'll flip out over. Get some for yourself or a licorice lover in your life. Licorice lovers unite at licorice.com.
Stacy 19, 5,000 bucks. Correct the best Western.com. I am I'm taking my order.
Here's brunch.
Today's is a Wheaties Goya.
Step, where are we heading next?
Perform the family and stay. New episodes. Sundays at 9 on CNN.
It was the best thing I've ever done ever. Yes, without a doubt. I don't have any anxiety about money anymore.
Great people. Different people, that's for sure. And all of them had different reasons for getting a reverse mortgage. But you know what? They all felt the same about two things. They all loved their home. And they all wanted to stay in that home.
If you're 62 or older and own your home, you can access
这挺会搞挑拨离间。
lifestyle. A reverse mortgage loan eliminates your monthly mortgage payments and puts tax-free cash in your pocket. Call 877-5456.
Why don't you call AAG and find out what a reverse mortgage can mean for you.
Call right now to receive your free no-obligation info kit. Call 800-770-5456. 800-770-5456.
Join Poppy and Phil on CNN This Morning.
weekdays at 6 Eastern.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Audiobook Network. Authors tell your story. Produce an audiobook with us.
Want to earn more profits and find a new audience for your published book? Produce an audiobook. We handle narration, production, and digital distribution.
800-753-8559.
The winner of this year's Nobel Peace Prize won't receive it in person. She's currently locked away in an Iranian prison. Our guest, Mohammadi, is one of the most outspoken critics of the Iranian regime. And today she was awarded the prize for her 30-year battle for human rights. She's currently serving 10 years in prison, a notorious prison, I should note, for abusing political prisoners. And she's been banned from seeing her family. When protests rocked Iran last year after 22-year-old Mahsa Amini died in the custody of the regime's morality police, Mohammadi organized prison protests and led weekly workshops for female inmates about their rights. Now, tension is once again brewing on the streets of Iran. Activists have accused the morality police of assaulting a 16-year-old who was not wearing a headscarf. She was seen collapsing at a metro station. She's been in a coma since Sunday. Iranian officials claim that she fainted because of low blood pressure. But Mohammadi told CNN the regime is preventing the truth from coming to light. I should note that CNN also received exclusive audio from within her prison before today's exciting announcement, where Mohammadi is fighting prisoners of women, life, freedom. What's unclear tonight is if she even knows that she has won the Nobel Peace Prize. Her family says the prisoners cannot receive calls on Fridays. Joining me now,
我今天下午又带了一遍，
journalist and activist
下午睡觉时候好像又带了23，
nominated for
对，
this year's Nobel
好
Peace
像
Prize
是。
as well. Knows Mohammadi. I'm so glad that you were here. I mean, you have known her for some 20 years, I believe. I mean, what did you think when you heard this?
I screamed out of joy. It's like I myself won the prize. Because as far as any woman wins Nobel Peace Prize, it means that all the Iranian women got it. You know what I mean? It's a slap in the face of comedy and it's gender apartheid regime. So that is why I got very, very happy.
And just looking at her body of work, I mean, what Narges Mohammadi has done, she's reported extensively about government abuse, and she has paid for that. I mean, I not only noted that she's serving this 10-year sentence, she's been arrested 13 times, convicted 5 of those times, and sentenced to 31 years total in prison, 154 lashes. I mean, that's the price that she was willing to pay.
But let me be very honest with you. She is wounded. She paid huge price, but she's unbreakable. She's unbound to the Islamic Republic. You know, first, when I met her, it was 20 years ago when I was a parliamentary journalist. Before even seeing her face, I heard her voice loudly and bravely challenging the members of parliament for the situation of political prisoners. Since that, she herself became a political prisoner. But as far as I know, even inside prison, she became the voice of voiceless people. That is why I believe that this award
耳塞是相当长的，在耳朵里，对啊，从里到外都一样。
You know, I believe that she knows it because the Iranian regime attacked her already. So we're getting this award, and they see Iranian national television in prison. So between the lines, she can read that this is, you know, I mean, for me and millions of Iranian women, when the Islamic Republic attacks someone, she's a hero.
It's a badge of honor.
Yeah.
I mean, and they've been downplaying the Nobel Peace Prize as well.
Of course.
Do you think that's because they don't want society to get this sense? I mean, we've seen all these multiple protests stacking up. Do you think they're worried that they'll see that she's getting this global recognition for her work?
That's a very good point. I believe that they try to downplay this prize to let the people know that this is nothing, but at the same time, they know that, you know, this is going to encourage Narges to be more determined to mobilize women within the prison and to encourage other women in society to, because this is a recognition to women life freedom. It means a lot to us. I even tattooed it here. So it means a lot to millions of Iranian women. But I have to say that this is a bittersweet moment for Iranians right now. At the same time, we are happy to be recognized. But on the other hand, Armita, only 16-year-old teenager, is now fighting for her life in a coma. right after being beaten up by morality police.
This is Armita Garavan, and Iranian officials are denying that her mother has been arrested as well. I mean, the details around this, from what we know, are horrific.
My sister denying is in the DNA of the Islamic Republic. They actually killed 1,500 innocent people in bloody November. They shut down the internet, and then with biggest smile, Ibrahim Raisi came here, United Nations, on saying that, death to America, we didn't kill anyone. We know Iranian regime the best, that now, if they didn't kill, if they didn't beaten up Armita, then what was the reason they forced her parents to do false confession? What was the reason they even detained two of Armita's classmates, two teenagers, and they denied the brutality of morality police? Why they arrested the journalist, the female journalist, who was trying to clearly do her job, making a report, taking a photo? If she really fainted out just because of a drop in her blood pressure, then let all the international correspondents, all the free, journalists go there and show it to the rest of the world.
And you don't just pass out and go into a coma from the Lord. You always come with a message. Anytime that you and I have spoken, an important message to world leaders. If you were speaking to them tonight, what would your message be?
I want to be actually the voice of Iranian people, because they say that we're happy when we are being recognized by Nobel Peace Prize Committee. But at the same time, what is the point that the West actually giving prize to well-known activists facing guns and bullets, but at the same time they are legitimizing our killers? I don't really get it. And Iranian people are furious for that. So my message is very clear. Be as brave as Narges Mohammadi. My clear message to the female politicians in the West: be as brave as Iranian women and say no to gender apartheid regime. In the 21st century, women are getting killed for showing their hair. Men getting executed for supporting women life freedom movement. So my message is very, very, this regime is either gender apartheid or not. If it is gender apartheid regime, then isolate. And President Biden actually congratulates Narges Mohammadi, and he shared his, sympathy with Armita. But America can take the lead and ask Europeans to expand the definition of apartheid in all international laws to include gender. That's how we isolate and end the Islamic Republic.
Women like freedom, and we always love having you on, Masi. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. One day I'm going to invite you to Iran.
Okay, I would love that. Great. Thank you so much. Thank you. So coming up, the fate of the war in Ukraine could depend on who the next House Speaker is on Capitol Hill. My next guest argues that MAGA Republicans outplayed Kevin McCarthy and Democrats on funding, and abandoning Ukraine could lead to a wider conflict. That perspective next.
Sunday on The Whole Story, thousands gather each year for the running of the bulls. But is it sport or just suffering? The Whole Story with Anderson Cooper, Sunday at 8 on CNN.
I sign up for free trials all the time. What I don't do is cancel them. Rocket Money in subscriptions and notifies you when a charge is upcoming. From there, you decide if you want that service. And if not, cancel it right from the Apple Phone tab. Download Rocket Money today.
Julian's about to learn that free food is a personal eating trigger.
No, it isn't. Yes, it is.
And that's just the psychology Julian learned from Noon Lake. Sign up now at Noon.com.
Meet Norman. He's part Jack Russell and part tornado. Meet the Bissell Crosswave Hydro Steam. It's part vacuum, mop, steamer, and tornado chaser. Bissell, a new breed of clean.
This is AG1, foundational nutrition to support whole body, brain, and gut health. Vitamins, minerals, clean probiotics, adaptogens, functional mushrooms, all that and this. Start at drinkag1.com.
Missing punch! Unnecessary! Check reverse! Unnecessary! Time sheet correction! Unnecessary! Unentered signal! Unnecessary! No! No! We need to take on. You'll be ready.
Make the unnecessary unnecessary. Let your employees do their own payroll.
This holiday weekend, I'm throwing an Oh My Bob celebration with on-trend dining and dozens of styles and financing options to fit your budget. So stop in at Bob's this holiday weekend and see what will make you say, Oh My Bob!
Bob's Discount Furniture.
If you have Medicare and Medicaid, United Healthcare's Dual Complete plans come with the U card, the simple member card to use for your plan benefits.
Like, what kind of benefits?
We're talking credit every month to pay for healthy food, utilities, and over-the-counter items too.
All that with just one card.
Yep, only United Healthcare gives you the U card and much more.
I'll take more.
Get more of what matters at no extra cost to you with a Dual Complete plan only from United Healthcare.
These kids robbed a bunch of celebrities. There's no fear to go to the next level. Everyone's like, Rachel, you're the ringleader. What I'm gonna say is my truth.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years. I was trying to take on the IRS by myself. They gave me no options there. They beat in taxpayers. I wish I was thinking about it. Hey, we're gonna, take your house, put a lien on your bank account, garnish your pay. They don't care. They're gonna take your paycheck. It's all commercial. I'll do a tax. It's like I'll give it a chance. After the tax, they help me. They calm me down. They make me feel comfortable, and I trust them. They sit the paperwork in. For the debt to be cleared, the leads to be taken off. Now I'm a happy camper now. Go to IRS. Don't go alone. Give Optimus Tax a call. They can help you.
Well, don't wait. Then you have options. Tomorrow you might not. Optimus Tax Professionals are standing by, ready to help you now.
For a free consultation, call 800-581-5923. That's 800-581-5923. Optimus Tax Relief.
Fauci at the White House, and this is CNN. A surge in migration is leading to some policy reversals by prominent Democrats. The Biden administration will resume deporting Venezuelans directly back to Venezuela as border crossings have jumped in recent weeks. Just last month, the Department of Homeland Security announced that protected status for migrants from Venezuela, meaning they could stay and work in the United States for 18 months. All of this, as President Biden today is defending violating a major campaign promise that he made by resuming construction on the southern border wall. With President Biden saying that it's because money was already approved by Congress in 2019 that he has to take this step. Meanwhile, we're also hearing from Democratic mayors in major cities asking the federal government for more help as they are facing a wave of migrants who are seeking asylum in their cities. I'm joined tonight by Democratic Senator Michael Bennet of Colorado. Senator, I'm so glad you're here to talk about this because it's obviously an issue that so many politicians, so many people are dealing with across this country. And tonight I was thinking of a speech that you gave in 2019, a very fiery speech on the Senate floor. I want to remind our viewers what you said in 2019.
I can assure you that in Colorado, if a president said he was going to use eminent domain to erect a barrier across the state of Colorado, across the Rocky Mountains of Colorado, he was going to steal of our farmers and ranchers to build the medieval wall, there wouldn't be an elected leader from our state who would support that idea.
Senator, has your position changed that you see a border wall as medieval?
Well, Caitlin, thanks for having me. What I was saying in that speech, which I 100% agree with today, was that we should not take farmers or ranchers' land by eminent domain. The government just seizing their land, which is what Donald Trump was proposing. And no one in Colorado would ever support that. I didn't support putting spikes on a wall. I didn't support putting alligators in a moat. I didn't support shooting people that were coming across the border, all of which Donald Trump did. What I did support was the last comprehensive bill, immigration bill, that we passed in the Senate. There was the so-called Gang of Eight. I was one of the 4 Democrats who negotiated that bill. That bill had a pathway to citizenship for It had the most progressive impact we've ever written. Something forgotten is that it had $40 billion of border security. $40 billion. That's far more than Donald Trump ever spent on his wall. But it was modern border security. It was stuff that we developed in Afghanistan and Iraq that could allow us to see every single inch of the border and allow us to manage the border in a proper, rational, and humane way. And that's what we need in our immigration system. We need an immigration system unlike the one we have today. That's not broken, and we need one that's consistent with our best traditions as a nation of immigrants. And I think we could create one.
I think people from both sides of the aisle agree that the immigration system is broken. I should note that that last suggestion there from Trump, that was a suggestion, that wasn't actually a policy process. But when it comes to the fact that it is reality on the ground, that the White House is developing, they are expanding the border wall. I mean, what's your response to that?
My response to that is no one thing is going to solve this problem. We have to figure out how to build more capacity on the border so that we can actually have a rational approach to people that are coming here. We've got to build a system so that, you know, we're able to give people an answer within 3 to 6 months of what their status is going to be in the United States. We need a system that allows people that are here to be able to work and contribute to our economy. We have none of those things today. We don't have a system that works at the border. We don't have a system that works for our economy, and it's a national disgrace and a national tragedy because we're literally losing farms and ranches because we don't have the people to work our farms and ranches. So I think this is one of those things, Caitlin, just like our healthcare system and our education system, and whether we're going to fund Ukraine and all the other stuff we should be working on, that Donald Trump did not fix, not even remotely when he was president of the United States. He's trying to get another shot at that. I think we'd be a lot better off with Republicans and Democrats working together in Washington to actually
Senator,
achieve
respectfully,
something that
President Biden said, you know, he was a candidate. There would not be another foot of wall
他怎么
built.
做senator？
Do you see this as a broken promise to voters since they are indeed not only building more feet of that wall, they're also building 21 miles?
Well, I don't think probably that was a promise that should ever have been made. I think that what we should not be doing is having a fight over this inch of border wall or that mile of border wall or this, person that Donald Trump is attacking. What we should be doing is figuring out how to have a rational system that can drive economic growth in this country, that can support our agricultural sector, that can support our high-tech sector, and when needed can support our history as a nation, that refugees have found a home, and that immigrants like my mom, who was born in 1938 in Warsaw, Poland, the worst place on planet Earth you could have been born, a nation where she and her parents could come and rebuild their shattered lives after Hitler destroyed their entire family. These are the things that we should be doing as a country.
I know that the environment has been a project for you, a passion for you, something that you have cared a lot about. Are you okay with President Biden bypassing a lot of these environmental laws in order to expand the border wall the way that he's doing?
I haven't studied the 25 miles of the border in detail, although I am going to Mexico City on Monday and I am going to the border this week, so I'll ask those questions while I'm there. I will say
it's
that
the Clean Air Act, it's the Safe Drinking Water Act, it's the Endangered Species Act, it's those among, I think, a dozen others that they are bypassing. Are you okay with that?
I would need to know the details of it, Caleb, but let me just say, I just want to say in fairness and respectfully to you that I believe my entire career and my entire adult life, the Clean Water Act, the Clean Air Act, and the Endangered Species Act not only have been important for our climate, but important for our economy. I continue to believe that. On the other hand, I also believe, as a general matter, that we have made it too hard to build things in this country. I'm not talking about the wall now, I'm just talking generally. We made things too hard to build, and that if we are going to create the energy transition we need in this country, we're going to have to figure out how to build things again. That, again, I'm not talking about the wall in that context. But I do think, look, I can appreciate the fact that the president said one thing when he was running, and he apparently said something else yesterday, and I think it's appropriate to call that out. The point that I'm making is that if we are ever actually going to solve this immigration issue, just like the most complex issues that are facing this country, we're going to have to stop and I'm not talking to you about this, I'm talking about politicians trying to score cheap political points that don't actually put points on the board for the American people. When we wrote that Gang of Eight bill, we got 68 votes in the Senate. You can't get 68 votes for almost anything. That's hard in the Senate. And unfortunately, it got torpedoed by the Tea Party in the House of Representatives. And we got to get back to the drawing board and see if we can't make that agreement again or something like it.
Senator, after you go to your trip to Mexico City, we look forward to having you back to get your perspective on it. Thank you, Senator Michael Bennet, for joining us tonight on a Friday night.
Thanks for having me, Caitlin.
Coming up, it has been a deadly week in Ukraine. Dozens of civilians have been killed.
If this has not stopped him, man.
And the debate
I
in
don't
the
know.
United States
He should really be.
over funding for the war torn
Let it
country and whether
stop.
there will be any more of it.
You're the leader in disaster cleanup and restoration. How do you make like it never even happened happen? Whoa! Yeah, like being prepared for anything.
Serve bro, like it never even happened.
What if we live to 100? I don't want to outlive our money. I keep eating all these cheese seeds. I could live to be 100.
We work at Empower. Even if we do live to 100, we don't have to worry.
Not worried.
Take control of your financial future to empower what's next.
From pepping their stuff to shining their coats. When people switch their dog's food to the farmer's dog, the effects can seem like magic. But there's no magic involved. It's just smarter, healthier pet food. It's amazing what real food can do.
The first time you connected your GoDaddy website and your store was also the first time you realized.
Well, we can do anything. Cheesecake cookie? The cookie!
Manage all your sales from one place with the partner that always puts you first. Start today at GoDaddy.com.
You push it. You try to slide it. You even try to hold them shut. But your doors just won't stay closed no matter what. Introducing Ruby Monkey Magnets. Brand new ultra-thin magnetic plates that will keep your doors and drawers shut. And now may be your last chance to get them at a low price. Just peel to reveal the super strong adhesive. Place the monkey, then the magnet, and close. Installation is that simple, and now you have a door that will stay shut. So forget drawers that won't stay closed. Every drawer stays closed.
It's free of die.
That's all. That's all. Something's changed. In a heartbeat, the fish stopped responding to my lure down below. But I spot something moving on the surface. Catfish, or, well,
It's nice.
isn't that great? For both.
Watching Yaget. Few games this season, I said he had his third 100-yard game. It's his second. Back-to-back games of 100 yards. First few games.
I would put maybe.
I'm just.
And Monkey Mac. Being plain.
That's your horse. That is pretty awesome.
With Cardio Mobile. But with an Acer up. Or literally dead.
I can't. Longest on the road in school history.
So that's when I kind of felt relevant.
For the whole world to see.
You got a better idea, Charlie? The one opposite looks like you're all in a chance. Only chance to die. Charlie, shut up. Rain, arm the thrusters.
It's a human being, a piece of luggage, but you got water, you got air. What did you want them to do?
Oh my God, they should have gotten off the plane.
Ice.
Here are you, one for you, one for your friends to go. JK, you hit them both, you'll never know. BK, have it your way.
Yeah. Bringing in a new roommate to save money, is that the plan?
Well, we gotta find some way to save, so say hi to Glenn from work.
Hey, that's my mom.
Yeah, I think I have a much better plan. We switched to my plan from Verizon. We just pick our perks, Disney bundle, mobile hotspot, and save on everyone.
That is a good plan. Glenn, looks like we're not gonna be needing you, so I'll see you at work.
Oh, later.
Another child was killed in an attack on the small village of Braza. 52 people in total killed.
Next, see you Sunday at 10 on MSNBC. Good luck finding a small business owner who's happy with an 80% effort. That's why they use Ford trucks.
Restaurant.
More than a car company.
Selection of officially licensed fan gear from all the.
That was beautiful. You were right. The helmet worked.
You ready for a posting camera? Orly, over back, right where the tentacles are. Let the wing spot. Keep shooting, Charlie. Anything I'm showing. Charlie, this thing got ejection seats.
Colonel Adams, the Earth's core is secure.
Misunderstood.
Bleeding.
9点了，9点还有什么？She's very pretty, a pretty Russian girl. She's a little pretty Russian girl. Ah, 很烦，电影不好看。
I'm.
9点。
No, don't take if you're allergic to Sotyktu. Serious reactions can occur. Sotyktu, including TB, serious infections, cancers including lymphoma, labs can occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, liver or kidney. Vaccine or plan to. Sotyktu is a TYK2 inhibitor. TYK2 is part of the JAK family. It's not known if Sotyktu has the same risks as JAK inhibitors. Find what plaque psoriasis has been hiding. Ask your dermatologist about Sotyktu for clearer skin. So clearly you. Sotyktu.
He's your brother.
Where are we supposed to hit it?
In the attic. Facing the wall.
Thoughtfully designed to store what you need and say what you want.
People would only look to the cookie. All our problems are solved.
Top of the muffin to you.
Yep.
It's a sweet tooth.
This is so good. Oh, I'm sorry.
Seinfeld, weekdays at 2 on Comedy Central.
You an ex-punk. Surprise! It's a joke. We were joking around. Okay, he was my accomplice, and there was kind of a morale booster thing, and we were showing the new guy out, kind of giving him the feel of it. So, we totally got you. You're a jerk. I don't know about that.
Hey.
Hey,
Hey.
how are you?
Yeah, I thought you were going out for a drink with.
Oh, no. How's your headache?
Drink.
Better.
Good.
Thanks.
Good.
Yeah.
That's great.
Is are you
Oh, yeah.
yes.
Yes. Do you want to?
Yeah.
Great. Oh, boy.
Yeah. Listen, have a nice weekend.
Yeah, definitely. You too. Enjoy it.
Some drink for some drink.
16th, and once again, I'll be hosting. There are a few tickets left. So if you got that date, you want to come.
Look at Murray's first. Not from around here, so you don't know the back roads.
I don't want to be late for the party.
Gonna save us 5 minutes. Let's go.
I release melatonin to help you get the best sleep of your life. Now that sounds good.
Get your complimentary sample now by texting GOOD to 231231.
Let's
That's GOOD to 231231.
我得去 Oh.
Chapel Hill, North Carolina.
It's a great day to be a Tar Heel.
This town is filled with tradition
Grew up coming to county games, basketball, football.
and Tar Heel pride. The University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill is a beautiful college town of tree-lined streets and historic buildings, all beneath a Carolina blue sky. I've got 3 days and 2 nights to see and do as much as I can at UNC. 3-day weekend is in Chapel Hill. Go Heels! The University of North Carolina is the oldest state university in the country. The community of Chapel Hill was created to serve the school, which it still does today. Nowhere is that more apparent than on Franklin Street, the bustling center of town and hub of student life.
Franklin Street, the greatest street in America.
There's so many things to do and see, and there's tons of local stores.
It's the place where everybody goes. It's the place where we celebrate. It's the place that really embodies the heart of Chapel Hill.
With its signature awning and ice cream counter, Sutton's Drugstore has been a Franklin Street landmark for over a century.
Sutton's is the community. Everything kind of rotates through Sutton.
You can look around and really tell that you're in the heart of Chapel Hill.
All these jerseys hanging are actual game jerseys. That's by that. The burger is probably our signature dish.
1 year older than Sutton, and just down the block is the Carolina Coffee Shop. It's been serving coffee and food since 1922.
It is the oldest restaurant in the state of North Carolina.
Order up.
I love the fresh stuff. It's amazing. You put a little strawberries, some powdered sugar. What more can you ask for?
It is just kind of like a community place that people can get together.
Tar Heel fans who want to show school spirit, visit Shrunken Head.
The
Breckenhead has been here since 1969.
It was about the only place when I was here by Carolina Apparel.
I love getting buttons for the football game.
The most popular button we sell is the Beat Duke button.
Go, go! Franklin Street celebrates its neighboring university. Even the clothing stores are part of school history.
This is the only place left that you can get timeless Carolina style. Dean Smith asked me to redo the Tar Heels basketball uniform. It was like the toughest challenge I've ever had. Argyle was one of 30 different designs that I submitted to Coach Smith.
There's nothing cooler than seeing a UNC team with his Argyle down one side and up the other.
Argyle is very simple. It's a tartan turned on the bias because you can't knit square. It was never going to be out of style. It had a certain class to it.
It is signature.
It was just basketball in the beginning, and it's become iconic.
Our next stop may be the new kid on Franklin Street, but he's already making a name for himself.
You can get chicken and waffles a lot of places, but you can't get
SEC East in the reigning national champion Bulldogs and Kentucky Wildcats facing off here tomorrow night. An SEC Nation is in town. That's going to be between the hedges where the game happens, but we are in Myers Quad. That's
Incomplete, intended for Lloyd.
I'm like the crazy.
All right, you're good.
Real bad Wolves, both undefeated, and for me, this game.
But they had to almost cobble it together, and the NFL worked with them on it.
Who's winning? Tennessee. Who are they playing?
就是加拿大的移民区，
Yes, I
只有我母亲不行。
Thought you were going over to your boyfriend's.
Thought I'd hang around here for the day.
I like that.
Hey, back there's a couple messages on the machine, but I didn't check them.
All right.
Hey, Sean, hey, Dan, Cousin Bobby, Happy New Year's. Listen, I've had about 5 cold ones.
Of course you have.
So I'm just going to go ahead and ask. Y'all know there's a color boy in Christmas card.
Theaters October 20th. Aren't you glad you got the titanium iPhone 15 Pro at T-Mobile? I am glad. Did I see that?
At T-Mobile, get the new iPhone 15 Pro with titanium on us now and the freedom to upgrade every year.
Am I going to get that back? Nope.
When you bundle your home or renters with your auto, Progressive provides protection for everything you own. But you really need it. So much magic ways. Put trust on first it's a first. My Tuesday out. Late making it. Wishing you it's just
Cancer. It's different in a child. I had 14 rounds of chemo. There's thousands and thousands of kids all over the world who need help.
It is my first time.
Great to have you back once again on Ford Sports Money as we look.
Milk.
Easier path, you know.
There are no paths.
Didn't say that.
I did.
So you want more B-roll of the forest?
No, we have all kinds of footage of the forest and the mouth of the drain. Jesus, Barry, what does he want us to do? Walk through raw sewage? No, I'm not being dramatic. Yep, no problem.
Looking a little stressed. You want to get a drink afterwards?
Jeff?
Yeah.
You.
Copy that.
This is the remarkable story of the Rat Man. Westerville's very
You might want it from inside the drain, though, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's a health hazard. Look at it.
Where is it? That guy's creepy.
Yeah, let's get out of this island. This is the remarkable story of the Rat Man, Westerville's very own Loch Ness Monster. It's a mystery that can only be told inside the cavernous tunnels beneath our feet. I'm Polly Marciano, Channel 6 News. Construction? Let's go again.
Yep, going again. Hold on, get focused. Alright.
This is the remarkable story of the Rat Man, Westerville's very own Loch Ness Monster. It's a mystery.
What the hell is that?
Are you even? What are you doing?
No, there's someone there. Seriously.
Oh my god. I don't have time for these shenanigans. Can you talk to me about something else?
Give me a sec. Hold on. Hello?
Oh.好恐怖。 重病了几天还没好，我还没好。看看，你们感冒快到好的时候，或者刚好的时候，刚开始好转的时候，要咳嗽的凶。根据我以前的经历是这样的，每次感冒的症状都差不多，记不清成都那边感冒好像有点不一样，症状有点不一样，说明病毒啊什么的病菌不一样，稍微有点区别，症状不太一样，但大致差不多。哦。I told the black harasser to stay away from my life. Driving back to Africa is the best.那黑人帮我做好事，任何好事和这性骚扰都不可以挂钩的，不等于我就对你开放我生活，那这对我进行骚扰。那这个人没做什么好事，有的人可能做了一些好事，但不能像他这样做。可能一男一女在外面走过去，像外国人怎么样，恶狠狠地看着我，像他们犯罪分子要被抓了一样。不能被抓，还能做什么事？有人给我什么 private number， 一遍又一遍的打电话过来，我说了不想接的电话或者怎么样，对他很反感了，但是说了他还要打过来。这是 sex offender， 这个人也是 sex offender。 这个男的追求女的还不一样，这个人简直是混蛋透顶。抓，起诉。为了骚扰我的内容，网上通过 YouTube 评论地方骚扰我的内容，大部分都发给执法部门了 ，Escambia 的执法部门，这些其他政府部门、政府机构直接从那儿取证就可以了。但我不敢公开举报某人，不敢公开告某人，我就可以公开告某人。公开告那些犯罪分子，公开起诉他们。就打击报复我也要告，打击报复我也要告，也要起诉。眼镜哪儿去了？被偷掉了。有一款透明眼镜，这款绿色在哪里？绿色在这里，白色透明眼镜不见了。白色透明眼镜前两天给不见了，丢了。 好重啊！我一抬就后悔了。对，偷看我。